All right, kids, how's everybody feeling? Wednesday night flight. Let's do this, y'all. Want to start the show off tonight by doing the old school kind of brings back memories of Oracle Arena. Warriors! I got to tell you right now, man, that was my favorite Warrior game of the year. Fantastic freaking win down in San Antonio. And how odd, dude, there's a lot of odd stuff going on today. And I dig that. Like, I dig when the moon is in a weird place. And, you know, Tony, you aware of the Northern Lights are happening right now? Like, you can see that. I don't know if we can catch them here in California. They say there are 24 of the 50 states who will actually have a visual on the Northern Lights. Tony, I just like knowing it's happening. You know what I mean? There's like a God-made light show going on in the sky. Count me in for that every single time. Are you a Northern Lights guy, Tony?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I got you. Okay.
First time in ages. My mic was muted. I apologize, Paulie. Dude, I'm a star guy. I'm a sky guy. I love when I go to Tahoe, my favorite thing to do is just lay down and look at the stars at night. And you can see, shooting stars all damn night. You can see the Milky Way, and it's just so the Northern Lights. I've never seen them in person, but damn, the photos I've seen look amazing.
Yeah, you're aware of this. You know this is all going on right now. Yeah. And by the way, when we're talking about stars and the universe and all that, shout out to late David Bowie. Yes. Starman, what's the lyric again? Starman waiting in the sky. Yeah. He'd like to be your friend, but he wants to know why. I know I'm butchering the lyrics. Forgive me. But anyway, shout out David Bowie and Starman always.
Also, shout out the Purple and Prince, because baby, I'm a
might not know it now, baby. I'm a star. Yeah. I like you doing some.
Might not know it now.
Totally. I won't go to stop until I reach the top. Sing it. We are a star. Yeah, totally. Sing it. I like when Prince is born. Say again.
When he goes, doctor.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Great jam. Goes into a great jam. That's a great jam, dude. Come on.
By the way, you got that 1-2 punch. You got Baby I'm a Star into I Would Die for You. What a combo. And then he serves up Purple Rain to shut the whole thing down. I mean, shout out to Prince. What a gift, man. I think when we're in the old age home with blankets on our laps, sitting in wheelchairs, drinking like my dinner's going to be a milkshake, when those years finally come around, we're going to look at each other. We're going to be like, dude, I'm so glad I grew up when Prince was like releasing his greatest work. We did. We lucked out in terms of an era. We got the greatest 49er dynasty of all time, greatest music of the past 75 years. We're lucky kids. We really are. When all the smoke clears.
Dude, no question, dude. I couldn't agree with you more, Paulie. And I saw Prince live, and I'm so thankful I did. I only saw him live once, but I was like, God bless it. This man is just incredible, dude. Born to entertain. Literally born to. I miss him. I miss him so much, man. And I like guys like him and Tom Petty. I miss so much.
I would throw David Bowie on that pile too. I miss David Bowie a lot. I miss Jerry Garcia a lot. I miss Phil Lesh a lot. I miss too many people. But anyway, onward and upward, man. So shout out to the Dubs. Great win on the road tonight as they go down to San Antonio and deliver, in my opinion, not only the best road win of the year, might have been their greatest win of the year so far. 125-120. Steph Curry did that Steph Curry magic tonight, 46 points. Jimmy Butler with 26. And I got to say, for me, Tony, the star of the game, the overall star of the game, even surpassing Steph Curry, was Draymond Green playing defense on Wemby. Draymond, I tell you what, bro, I can't wait till you go to the Hall of Fame because you're going and hit did you see the way he was D'ing him up? Wemby didn't want any part of it. He didn't want any part of it.
Dude, when it was 28-14 after the first quarter, I was like, oh, okay.
I know, and that's coming off a really tough loss last night in OKC, too. OKC had their way with the Warriors. So, and by the way, too, let me throw this out there. If I'm not mistaken, this is the third time already this year the Warriors have had back-to-backs. What the hell? Like, what are we trying to prove here? What's all these back-to-back? And are you also aware of the fact that day off tomorrow? Oh, I got an idea. Let's play San Antonio again on Friday. In San Antonio. What the hell, bro? Who's doing the scheduling? Yeah. Seriously, who's drawing up these schedules in the league office? I want a word, you know?
Dude, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of it at all. And if you're a betting man, I would probably take the Spurs on Friday because beating the Spurs twice in San Antonio is probably not happening. Dude.
Well, probably not, but you never know. I got to say too, like, let me be the first guy to climb up this mountain because I know I'm the only guy on this hill. How about this? Are you ready for this? No one's going to join me on this. I'm going to be all, but anyway, it's good for the show. Tony, ready? F Wemby. Okay. F Wemby. I don't want to hear it from Wemby. And I'll tell you why. Let me tell you what. I don't know if you caught this sequence tonight. He's a young kid. I know he's 7'7" or whatever the hell he is with his wingspan. It's 10 feet wide, whatever. When there was I think he threw an inadvertent elbow, which caught Draymond in the head. Draymond hit the ground, and then they were reviewing it, whether or not it was going to be a flagrant foul. I think it was in the third quarter. And it wasn't a flagrant. You could see it wasn't a flagrant. He didn't do it on purpose. But after the smoke cleared and the refs made their decision, they said, okay, after further review, this is just a common foul. Shoot your free throws, blah, blah, blah. Draymond went over to Wemby to try to have a word with the kid, and he was kind of laughing. And Wemby was doing this tough guy thing. He was scowling at him. I'm like, really, kid? Really? You going to blow up on Draymond Green? Is that what you're saying? So anyway, that rubbed me the wrong way. So from this day on, F Wemby. I'm going to be the only guy saying it.
Pine Needle on the chat is saying that Draymond was speaking French to him. So that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing if that was true. I hope it is.
That's true, dude. I hope that's true.
Right?
Yeah, just start dropping stuff at him. Just making stuff up. Yo, Wemby, just making stuff up. Just see what he says. What? Yeah.
Cursing at him in French would be amazing, dude. And also, all I need is one freaking glimpse of Scott Foster and my skin starts to crawl. I get angry the minute I see Foster, and there he was calling a fifth foul on Draymond. That was a phantom call.
That was a horse-ass call.
Dude,
horse.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Scott Foster, it's good to see that you are in freaking mid postseason form, dude. Already, man. What, 15 games into the season? I mean, what a joke, man. By the way, Scott, you might want to be more worried about Chauncey Billups and all the dudes that might rat you out in the gambling nonsense because I keep hearing his name pop up.
Okay.
By the way, allegedly, I'm I have to say allegedly, but man, you might be worried about that, Mr. Foster. I couldn't be lesser of a fan of that guy. He makes my skin crawl. Anyways, Paulie, back to the game at hand, back to the lesson at hand.
Yes, totally. And by the way, when you said angry, let me just shout out my favorite angry songs. There's a couple of them, Tony. Grab a pen, jot these down. Number one, the late Lane Staley sitting in his angry chair. Sitting on an angry chair. That's a great one. And then the most recent Rolling Stones record, that single, Angry. Why are you angry with me? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's actually, again, that album and that song just fantastic, man. Yeah. So the late great Lane Staley, man. Talk about gone too early, dude. Jesus.
And you know what I love about that? And by the way, full disclosure, Creative Tony, well, it's a two-man operation. It was like a two-man weave between Tony and my friend Winks, who basically dragged me into the Alice in Chains community, and I would thank both of them on a regular basis. Tony, did you know that you may or may not know this? I'm just throwing this out there. Did you know that Angry Chair, that was written solely by Lane Staley? Most songs are Cantrell too, but he wrote that one by himself. Just throwing that out.
I did not know that. That's sitting in an angry chair.
What do I see cross away from? You know what I mean? Yeah.
And give me a Cantrell Staley harmony all damn day. All damn day. Seriously. Gorgeous. It's freaking gorgeous. Just put on the whole album, Jar of Flies, man, and you will not regret it.
If I don't mind backing that one up, I say do a double shot and back that one up with the MTV Unplugged they did. It's effing ridiculous. It's one of the best unplugs. And I'll tell you this, my friend Chris Kelly from Saturday Night Live, he used to executive produce all the unplugs. He's told me multiple times the best unplugged he ever produced was the Alice in Chains one. He said it was magic in the room. He said it was magical in there. Yeah.
Wow. Nice, dude. Yeah. That's incredible, man. Dude, Paulie, I didn't mean to go on the angry tip of Scott Foster.
No, I dragged us there. Us over there. But go ahead. Finish your thoughts about the game. And then we got announcements. We got a lot going on tonight. But let's finish talking about this game.
You want to tip some caps here, Paulie? Of course, we got Curry, 22 points in the third quarter, goes off for 44. Just the guy's freaking.
He ended with 46, actually.
46, sorry. Yeah. And then, dude, and then also Gary Payton, GP2, with 4 offensive boards in clutch moments, dude. And the offensive boards as a team. My goodness, dude. And winning that at one point, Wemby was on the floor, and I'm blanking on the other 7-footer's name right now, but for the Spurs, 2 7-footers on the floor, and then the tallest guy the Dubs had on the floor was Draymond at 6'6".
I know.
This is amazing. Amazing. But dude, the offensive rebounds and the speed that they were playing with, and dude, Azubuike was going, man, they're switching all over the place. They keep switching. They're switching all over the floor, and the Spurs don't know what to do. And I'm like, dude, he's so right. I really like him, dude. I really like. He's really settled in nicely as Fitz's partner in crime in the booth, man. And I'm a fan. I need him to wear tighter shirts because I want Lou Ferrigno bicep bursting out of the shirt at some point during a broadcast.
He is ripped. He's a big guy. All those guys, all those NBA guys, if you've never been up close to these guys, they're massive human beings, man. They're massive, you know? And speaking of body type, so that's the thing with Draymond, the way he D'd up, like Wembanyama wants to stand kind of out on the perimeter and then go to work once he gets the ball. But Draymond was like putting his lower body into his chest, into Wemby's chest. Wemby could not. He was not effective. Like, I know he had 27, I think it was on the night, but if there is such a thing, that was actually kind of a quiet 27. Draymond, I think, did a spectacular job on kind of neutralizing him tonight. And I think that was one of the biggest keys of the game. I really do.
Dude, yeah, Draymond locked him down for the second and third quarters, man. It was really, really fun to watch. And but how about the fact that Wemby's dropping buckets from behind the arc?
Yeah,
dude?
He's a freak, man. He's a total freak. He's going to be around a long time, you know, provided he stays healthy. Those bodies, that's the only thing with bodies like that. Those guys have a hard time staying on the floor for obvious reasons. So, but he is special. He's a special. I just felt like starting the F Wemby movement. No one's joining me. I'll leave that alone. Anyway, that's fine. Also, Tony, I wanted to say, shoot, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say?
While you're finding your train of thought, let's say what's up to our favorite man outside of Tom Tolbert in the Warriors booth, and that's RC Davis. I call him Dizzle. Yeah, he goes by Hot Plate 33 on social media. He's checking in on Instagram Live. So what's up, RC Dizzle Davis?
RC, what a game tonight, buddy. Your Dubs, they did me proud, man. They made us proud. Yeah.
He says ginormous win for the Dubs. And by the way, whenever you listen to Tom Tolbert and Tim Roy on the broadcast, it's RC Davis making all of that happen behind the scenes and doing halftime and stuff. So RC is longtime friend and colleague, man. So hat tip to RC in the booth, bud.
Hey, I remembered I was going to say, Tony, I'm just laughing at Patty. She's making me laugh over here. That, you know what? Every time the Warriors go to San Antonio, I always think about this. And we got to acknowledge this while he's no longer. We talked about guys we missed at the beginning of the show, Prince, Bowie, Lane Staley, all these guys. Let's not forget our great friend Ozzy Osbourne, okay? Back in 82, goes down to Texas, chucks on one of Sharon's dresses, walks over to the Alamo and just starts pissing on it. I mean, that's what happened. He peed on the Alamo. They threw him in handcuffs, and when they processed him and stuff, dude, he was in Sharon's dress to make it all the more. Could you imagine the kicking sheriff that walked up on Ozzy like, "What you doing, son?" And the guy, it turns out Ozzy's in a dress peeing on the Alamo. God bless him, Ozzy. We miss you, buddy. But I always got to shout it because that's right out San Antonio area there at the Alamo.
Last night on my Apple Music Shuffle, all of a sudden, boo doo doo doo, what you gonna do? I was so in awe because I haven't heard Ozzy in a while. It's been like, I don't know, a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden he comes on and I'm like, that vocal, where he purposely is just getting spooky. And then that is one of my favorite Sabbath songs of all time. But the way Ozzy gets into that vocal, time's caught up with you.
You know you're gonna die. Yeah, totally, man.
So just, respect. Miss you, Ozzy, and man, keep the music flowing. That kid Youngblood, that guy, he did the version of Changes that you showed me, and man, he's on the rise. And hopefully he decides to honor Ozzy in most of his gigs and cover at least a Sabbath or Ozzy tune in all of his gigs.
I believe he still is. And you know who else is still doing that is Guns N' Roses. They're touring in I don't even know, they're in Argentina or something like that, but they're still playing Sabbath Bloody Sabbath and Never Say Die every night in their set. So
GNR, by the way, speaking of, was it who just posted the video? One of the members of GNR posted like a montage video on their social media of them in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And dude, I mean, we're talking 60,000 plus packed stadium, people going bonkers for GNR. And there's a video of Slash standing on the monitor. And it's shot from behind the stage, and the crowd is going nuts, man. It made me really happy for a guy like Slash, who he's not playing for the glitz and glamour of rock and roll. He's playing because that's what he does in life, man. And see him get the respect and admiration that he deserves was really cool.
He's the real deal. Slash is the real deal. He's one of the greatest guitar players of this entire generation. I back everything you said. I'm a Slash guy for life. Okay, Tony. So Warriors. What?
I like how you pivoted there. Okay, so yes,
like the Beastie Boys. Okay, all right. So Tony, we got to get into some special announcements. Maybe a Takashi to ease us in. Yeah, it's a Wednesday night flight, so let's do it, man.
Yeah, we can do a Wednesday night flight. And Paulie, Wednesday night flight means that we need to take flight, Paulie, if you don't mind.
Creative Tony, yeah, what you doing now? You got your little lead. Yeah, let's take a night reprieve. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight, on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight, on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone.
There we go, P. There we go. And then
yeah. Thank you, Tony. I needed both of those. And Badges, no, that is not a re-record. I think Badges said it sounded extra good tonight, the Night Flight song. But no, that was the original version. I'm glad you like it. Hey, Tony, speaking of these listeners, these great, well, they're not listeners. I guess they're viewers. I don't know what you call them anymore. With the audience, what do we do?
The PMP Familia. And speaking of, I've got something to share.
Right.
Well, yeah, let me, let me share it real quick.
Get loose, dude. I don't know where you're going, but get loose.
I got this from Steve Bisecchio at the polyspot at Gmail inbox today, and I said, you know what, I gotta share it. But first, let me play a soundbite to set it up. Here we go.
Pelican, play. Come on, Pelican.
Yeah.
Stevie B says, even when I'm on vacation in Santa Barbara, he's inspired by the PMP Familia. So he sent this in, Paulie. Stand by.
Pelican, fly.
Nice.
Come on, Pelican.
100%. That's my guy, Stevie B. I'm telling you, Stevie B is gold. Okay. Stevie B is an untapped resource. We need to start drilling down into that. Because I think there's a lot more there. Do you get that vibe off of Stevie B?
Yes, totally. One more time, Paulie. One more time. Here we go. This is in honor of, here's the original.
Pelican, fly. Come on, Pelican.
And then Stevie B on vacation in Santa Barbara, happened to see pelicans on the waterfront in Santa Barbara, and was inspired to take a video.
Pelican, fly. Come on, Pelican.
Not bad. Not bad. Come on, Pelican. Stevie B, we love you, buddy. And we love all of you guys. And big news for you guys. We're going to share it with you, Tony, right after we talk about Peralta Arts. Right after we talk about Peralta Arts. Let's handle some business right out of the gate, or 20 minutes in. It's 20 minutes in. We're going to handle our first part of the night. This is my good friend, Don Peralta, one of the guiding creative lights of the whole community, really, but our show in particular. Great guy. And Peralta Arts and Company is the place where graphic design, illustration, music, and pop culture all collide. Peralta Arts is a full spectrum creative studio specializing in bold graphics, vibrant illustration, and visual storytelling, carrying forward the spirit of legendary Bay Area artists. Now, we have big announcements tonight, Tony. We have the Pauly Mac and Friends poster from the gig we played. You're one of the, Tony, friends that was there. Yeah, right. And Dom made up a killer poster, like Fillmore style, and he had them at the gig, but they're now available if you want to grab one. I recommend you do that on the merch page. Tony, also, let's talk about American Adrenaline out of Santa Cruz and San Carlos. The second single has dropped, produced by Cliff Lowry. You can also get more information on that. So get over to the merch page and just feast your eyes on all the goodies that Dom is putting back into the community. And then I just want to remind everybody regarding Peralta Arts and Company, again, channeling pop culture, channeling music, bringing the energy of the Bay Area community into every project that Dom works on, the Peralta Arts crew. That includes logos, posters, fine arts, brand visuals, all of those things, celebrating Bay Area culture simultaneously. And again, we like to say this, your story, your event, your marketing campaign, whatever it is that you need visuals for, it deserves bold visuals. That's why you got to talk to my guy, Dom. Peralta Arts and Company will bring them to life with Bay Area soul. I know you got soul. Contact Peralta Arts at your leisure, and bring your next vision to life, Tony. Dominic at Stellar. Yeah, there's the poster. Thank you. Very nice. Dominic at Stellar.design. If you're watching the show, you can see the contact info scrolling at the bottom of your screen right there. So please do reach out. Talk to Dom. Let him go to work for you. 650-796-3144. And Dom, we thank you for your services, my son. You've done so much for us this year. And that kind of leads me to
hold on, Paulie. To finish that real quick, I gotta say, man, Dom Peralta, it goes beyond just Peralta Arts and Company and Stellar Design. The man of Dom Peralta. Those of you who happen to catch us doing live tests today on social media, because we were trying to get the kinks out for the new StreamYard additions to their interface. Dom spent some of his own personal time out of his day, out of his Wednesday. He had no reason to do this except for just be a helpful guy. He did that. He joined me for some testing, and then there's about 30 people that jumped on board and caught us live, and it was awesome, man. I actually read an excerpt from the Rick Rubin creativity book, which is pretty fun too.
I caught that. I was watching. Yeah.
So Dom, thank you, brother, and thank you for the great artwork that we're showing right now, and thank you for all you do for not just the PMP Familia and the show, but for everybody at Peralta Arts and Company as well.
Yeah, son. Noemi saw one of those today. Tuba Sun God caught a couple of minutes today on the test broadcast. I got a phone call. Swear to God, I got a phone call from a friend of mine in Boston who goes, "What's going on with your show? These guys are on the air. Why aren't you there?" I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So anyway, thank you for doing that, Dom. I second that, and thanks for everything else too. But that is a perfect kind of transition into what I want to talk about, which is we've spent a lot of time this year talking about more opportunities to get the audience, to get the viewers, the PMP Army, the Familia, to get you guys involved. Now, we do that with the public events we've had, and we're going to continue to do that. Maybe we should start there, actually, Tony. Why don't we make the announcement? I'm going to actually hand this over to you because you've already had the meeting. You've seen the location. I think we are ready to announce the 2025 PMP and Ain't Easy Holiday Frolic, which is our code name for, Christmas party, holiday party, whatever you want to call it. The Holiday Frolic, I believe it's set, Tony. I hand it over to you now, my friend.
Oh, yeah. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Okay, it's business time, Paulie. And you know why it's business time, Paulie? Because I've got the touch and the power.
You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah.
Sounded extra funny tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. Little Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
And Paulie, even though this isn't some iced tea.
This is great iced tea.
All right. Just
I don't want a reason. Dude, don't even qualify it. Play it anytime you want, as often as you want. No explanation.
Well, hold on, because there are no rules on this show.
The rules are there ain't no rules.
So we're gonna
This is great iced tea.
All right, Paulie. And now we have some news that's about to
Drop.
Okay, so fine. Sorry, I'm a kid in a candy shop right now. It's the
I'm
sound
going
of-
to, dude. That's what I want from you. Give me everything. Unload, dude. Unload the chamber. What do you mean? Sorry. No,
Well, hold on.
you can.
Hey, Doug in Japan, are you out there?
All right, Purdy!
Yeah. Hell's yeah.
Where's Doug in Japan? And Paulie, I'm very thrilled about this news.
What can I say? I'm thrilled.
And somebody else wants to say hello.
Hey, Paulie. Hi. Phil Sims here.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, dude.
Thank
Okay.
you. I can't believe there's actually a place in this universe and my timeline, the Paulie Mack lifespan, that I actually have reached a point in my life where I kind of like the Giants quarterback. That's a first. That's a first. I've hated every single one of them, from Sims to Hostetler to Kerry Collins to you name a Giants quarterback. I got a problem with the guy, but this kid, I kind of like Dart. Anyway, go ahead, T.
Yeah, and here we go, Paulie. I'm glad that you like Dart, and so does Christian Bale.
Oh, good for you.
That's
All
what I'm
right.
saying. Yes.
Now on to the news. So Paulie, December 5th. Mark your calendars, PMP Familia. December 5th. Come on and join us at the brand spanking new brewery, tap room, bar, just gorgeous spot of Standard Deviant. They have invited us to host our PMP Holiday Frolic at their new location at Pier 70, right just one block east of Longbridge Pizza. At starting at 4 o'clock. We're going to start at 4 o'clock, and that doesn't mean that you have to be there at 4. It's just we're going to start at 4, and Neil Donardi is going to be making pizzas outside of the Standard Deviant brewery, so feeding all of us and get as many beers and drinks as you want at Standard Deviant. And we're going to just start there at 4 o'clock, and we're going to start on a Friday at 4 and just go on, and then take the night away. Let the night take us away, basically. But we're going to start at 4 o'clock, December 5th. Standard Deviant. Thank you to Mark and Peter and I forget Paul. I think it's Paul. Thank you all for having us, and we're very excited for 4 o'clock Standard Deviant. This is their hat, by the way. I'm also drinking their beer, dude. This is called the Tree People, dude. The Tree People. Okay, the Tree People IPA. It's a delicious IPA, by the way. They have really good beers. Anyway, Standard Deviant Brewery. Their tap room is beautiful. Check it out online, and it's on the waterfront on the bay. It's kind of where the new mini spheres are going to go. So, if you just look at mini spheres and find your way, you'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, just look for the mini spheres that aren't there. You'll be fine. Tony, a couple of other things about this. I'm very much looking forward to it. Now, we should kind of qualify this, or clarify this is maybe the right word to use, is that there's no cover charge. We're not asking for any,
right.
You just show up. That's all there's really nothing more to this other than we just want to have a great party with you guys as a thank you for the year you guys have given us. I mean, it's been you guys, it's been the sponsors, and I'm telling you, we got big things coming down the pike in year 2. 2026 is going to be a big year. You'll see. But this first year, listen, it's a lot of work getting to show up and getting it moving and getting people to even know that you're out there doing a new show, which is the case for us. So it's our way of just putting everybody in and saying thank you, and let's have a good time. Let's have a couple of drinks and blow some steam off and just celebrate the holidays PMP style. And Rags is inquiring as to whether or not there will be an orgy tent set up next to the pizza wagon. Tony, can you confirm that? I don't know. I don't have that. I don't have those specifics. I don't know.
Some things are better left unsaid. Let's just put it that way, and see where the night takes us, Paulie. The nighttime is the right time. I think Ray Charles said once.
I saw the Stones cover that. I saw the Rolling Stones cover that at the time was Pac Bell Park. Anyway, with your friend Max, by the way. I was a night I was out there with Maxie. Yeah.
Also, Kevin Dubrow and Quiet Riot saying let's party all night.
You're damn right they did. Yes.
And Eddie Murphy said that his girl likes to party all the time. So.
Right.
We're gonna, and then Lionel Richie said we're gonna party all night long. So
Fiesta forever. Come on then, sing along. Yeah.
Dude, Sambalita Setimo Cha. Hey, Jumbo.
We might be breaking that one out. Actually, we might be breaking that one out at the Holiday Frolic. So please do come on by. We'll continue to talk about it and promote it and stuff. But all you got to do is show up. That's all we're asking you to do.
Yeah.
And we're very much looking forward to that. All right. To break up, unless you have anything else on the Holiday Frolic that I'm forgetting.
No, just come one, come all, dance in your holiday best. I saw Fareed, aka Robot Centaur, was asking about holiday robes. Damn, dude, wear your holiday robes.
I might wear the pizza cape. Wear the pizza cape to wear whatever you want. I mean, if you want to get dressed up, go for it. I kind of feel like we should have a formal event. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I do. But if you want to wear the pelican cape, the pizza cape, you go right ahead and do that. We've been looking forward to that big time. And I believe that's it, unless there's anything else we need to say about the Holiday Frolic, Tony, or have we checked all the boxes there?
I just want to give mad love and props to Neil Donardi from Longbridge Pizza, because this was his idea. He says, dude, I know the guys at Standard Deviant Brewing. They just opened a beautiful brewery right down the street. Let's go check it out and see what you guys think. I think it'd be a great spot for the holiday party. And then we walk over there. We're just like, oh, damn, this is perfect. It's perfect. It's beautiful. So, and lots of outdoor areas to go for little walks, Paulie. If you
you know me, I like to hang on the sidewalk. I do that a lot. You'll see. The odds are I'll be spending a good chunk of time on the sidewalk at this event too. Yeah. If you want to join me, come one, come all to the Midnight Ball, man. We'll be out there. I'm a big sidewalk guy. This time we're going to pull Tony into the sidewalk session too. He ain't getting away. He's not getting away. Yeah,
there's a couple other rumors. Dave McLean is a fantastic brewmaker in San Francisco for decades. Had the brewery Magnolia Brewery on Haight and Masonic. He is a brewmaker in Marin County now, and he is in. They're making a collaborative beer with Standard Deviant that they're going to try to release on December 5th. We'll see what happens. It all depends on how everything ages in the brewing process, and then also. Word on the street, Paulie, just on the street.
Go ahead. There's so much going on right now. I know. Go ahead. Give me the word on the street. What are the streets?
You and I might strum a few tunes, maybe.
I'm happy to do it. I'll bring my guitar. I would just say bring your amp and bring your bass, and I'll do the same. And whatever happens. Your toes are still tapping. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, dude, let me interrupt this important broadcast for a not so important side note, but I know you'll love this, Tony. Go. Right now, I am reading the new Cameron Crowe book, which is phenomenal. It's freaking phenomenal. I recommend it to everybody. It's basically his life story. This is the kid they made the movie about, Almost Famous. And dude, there's a chapter in there on his encounters with Led Zeppelin, Tony, when he was 16. Okay, 16. He spent ready for this? He spent a year and a half with David Bowie from 73 to almost 75. David Bowie just kept inviting him. Cameron, grab your notebook and come with me. He said, Ronnie Wood's hanging out, dude. He said Bowie and Ronnie Wood would be up for like 3-4 days at a clip. And the stories are incredible. But check this out. Cameron Crowe is saying in the book, it's called The Uncool. Highly recommend it if you like Cameron Crowe, you like music. He calls himself uncool throughout the book, and here's why. One night, he was getting rejected by another girl. There's a series of rejections in the book. Cameron Crowe's having a really hard time getting a girlfriend. So Glenn Frey of the Eagles experienced, or I guess witnessed, this girl rejecting Cameron Crowe. And the Eagles were starting when Cameron Crowe was starting. So they were like lifelong friends for real.
Yeah.
Like Cameron Crowe and Glenn Frey were friends until when he passed away. But dude, check this out. This is mind blowing. When the girl rejected Cameron Crowe at the Eagles show backstage, Glenn Frey came over, threw his arm around him. And dude, that whole Mike Damone, whatever happens, your toes are still tapping. Then you have the attitude. That's all Glenn Frey. He said that's what Glenn Frey was saying to him, and he put that in the movie for Mike Damone. But he said, you know what your problem is, Cameron? You don't have the attitude. And Cameron Crowe's like, well, what's the attitude? And he's like, the attitude is you don't care whether she's interested. He kind of did the whole speech, and he goes, whatever happens, your toes are still tapping. And then he goes, and Cameron, never forget, if she can't smell your qualifications, you move on. So Yeah, all of that stuff was
It's
Glenn
Glenn
Fry quotes.
Fry.
Isn't that incredible? Yeah,
That's incredible, dude.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, Cameron Crowe, you know what? Pass that book on to me. Can I get, you know what, Paulie? I need like a library card. I'll check it out from your house. And then if you have a stamp the date that I borrow it from you, and then I'll make sure to give it back to you. But let me know when you finish that because I'd love to read it. And we can do a book swap. I'll give you Tony Iommi's book. Okay. We'll do a book
How
swap.
is that, by the way?
I haven't started it. So,
Okay, well, let me know. Let me know when you open it up someday. Look forward to it. Yeah.
By the way, and I see Steve Bisecchio on the chat raving about Dave McLean, the brewmaster of San Francisco. Hell yes, he's a San Francisco brewery and brewmaster royalty. Little fun fact about Dave McLean, those who know him, big deadhead, Paul. You know Dave. He sponsored my first radio show in college called Set Break, and it was a jam band music show that I did on Sundays before DJ Rob B's show Beat Sauce. So we had Sundays. It was my show with Mike Powers called Set Break that Dave McLean and Magnolia Brew Pub sponsored. So, dude, I go way back with Dave. Cannot wait to see him on December 5th and see all y'all on December 5th, 4 p.m. and be there, be square. And it's going to be a hell of a good time.
Okay. Sorry, Tony. A couple of other quick messages to relay, and then we're going to get into announcement number 2 because we got 2 of them tonight. So the other thing is when we were talking about the holiday frolic and like what people should wear. What do you got, T? I saw you got something.
I was going to say, if you said we have 2.
Utah, give me 2.
100%. Hey, give me another one, actually. Give me 2. Give me 2s.
And by the way, there's a God damn it.
Utah, give me 2.
Thank you.
I saw an incredible Todd Spence on social media posted a video of Busey being interviewed by 2 Swedish dudes.
I saw it. He sprays him with the hose. I put it in bookmarks. Tony, it's in bookmarks. I saw that. I laughed my A off. I was like, oh my God. He's like spraying them nonstop, spraying them with the hose. Yeah. He's like, now this right here is the Pacific Ocean. Turns around, just sprays him with a hose. Yeah. Repeatedly.
How about when he takes the pasta and he's like, the pasta with the dish?
Out of his mind. Out of it. We got to get Busey on this show, dude. We got to get a hold of Busey. Does anybody know Gary Busey? Let us know. No, it's Tony. We might need to go to bookmarks tonight just to share it because it's money, dude. Spraying these kids. Tony, I've always had this weird thing with Gary Busey. I don't know. So when I was talking about the holiday frolic, I looked at the board and I saw a bunch of comments about like dress code, like what people want to wear. And we were saying you could wear the cape, you could wear a suit, you can wear a dress, whatever you want to wear. And first thing I saw was Patty from Napa said, how about a bikini? Okay.
Nice.
So Patty's getting spicy. Well, you wear a bikini? Go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. And then I saw Scarlet Fire, the great Scarlet Fire. She said, what about this? You ready for this idea, bro? She goes, how about we all come dressed as our favorite PMPer? Think about it. I like that. I like that. It's up to you. Again, I'm not enforcing any rules, man. The rules are there ain't no hum daddies. Jake over here going, I'll wear chaps. Good.
Beautiful.
Good.
Beautiful. Jake, they bet put a tassel over the ass, dude. That's all I request is tassel over the ass of your chaps. And then Rag says he's gonna show up in a diaper. So that's
nice.
fine.
Please do. Yeah. Baby New Year. He can be our Baby New Year this year. Baby Rags as we count down to the 2026. All right.
Hey, so, Paulie, can I just say, before announcement number 2, I just want to give people a roadmap. We're also going to talk about Brock Purdy later in the show. We got to talk about Tony Vitello's new hire, and we got to revisit the Dubs. Those 3 things we got to do before the end of the show. And we have announcement number 2. Oh, I do want to show. Actually, we can do it in bookmarks because Emmanuel Classe and Luis Ortiz, there's something in bookmarks for them too. So we can go to bookmarks after all that as well.
I think those guys are actually betting on this show tonight, like how long it's going to go. They got action on our show. Like, is it going to go an hour and 10? They're taking action on this. What's the matter with these guys? Dude, they're pro ball players. You really need to be making bets? I don't get it.
Betting on single pitches, dude, on one pitch, a ball or a strike. It's insane. It's just insanity,
how much
man.
money could you win on a bet like that? Honestly, what's the maximum amount you could win on whether a pitch is a ball? That's absurdity.
I don't know what the odds makers were making it at, but I think that it was like $5 to $7 grand a pitch that like he could bet, and he would just, purposely, intentionally throw a ball in the dirt, like throw a slider in the dirt. And then it's a funny story. On May 28th of this year, was it this year or maybe last year? Classe comes in the 9th inning to start the 9th, and I guess he bet on the first pitch that he would throw, and he told the bookie or whoever, I'll throw it in the dirt. So he throws a slider in the dirt, and Pages from the Dodgers swings at it, dude. and so he lost the bet.
Nice.
So,
That's what you get. That's what you get. Stop being a jackass, dude. You're making a Major League Baseball salary. You don't need to be making
it's so brutal.
prop bets on pitches. So
I know.
stupid.
Unreal. Yeah,
So
we'll look at it in bookmarks, Paulie. So go ahead, but announcement
okay.
number 2.
Yeah, well, this won't take long. But here's the situation. And by the way, I want to give a big thank you to Patty from Napa too, who has been helping us behind the scenes just with some business stuff, honestly, because you got to understand the world Tony and I are coming from. We were not in those meetings and if we were, it was because we were getting yelled at about something. That's it. It wasn't like they were strategizing with us or anything. The only time we got called into the big conference room is when we did something wrong. So my point is, we're not polished businessmen. Our business acumen leaves a lot to be desired. However, Patty has been helping us with a variety of things behind the scene. And we were talking to Patty.
Dude, by the way, sorry, Paulie, real quick. The way Patty runs a meeting, I want her to run my household. I want her to come in and say, Dom, Liv, this is what's cooking for today. Today we're going to do this. And if it's not done, I don't want to see you or hear from you.
And here's your reference spreadsheet. Go. Yeah. Go. Like, I'm talking color coordinated. We got different categories. Here's the other thing about Patty. I don't know if you caught this today, dude. There was like a veiled threat today. She threatened us. Did you catch that? And I liked it. I like when people like get forceful with me. I do. And she was like, she goes, did you catch that? Did you hear the threat?
I did.
Yeah. I didn't think you caught it either because I looked at you when she said it, but no, you were like looking down. You were doing something else. Patty at one point slipped this into the mix. She goes, because we had a meeting with Patty today on all this business stuff. And she was like, she goes, right now I'm being nice. But she goes, but that's going to change. She goes, that's going to change. I'm like, uh-oh. That's it. But I think that's one of the reasons God put me on this earth. I am here as an object for other people to yell at. Yeah, I'm starting to believe that might be my most valuable asset or contribution to the world. You need somebody to yell at, you go see Paulie Mack. I'm here for you, man. Let me know. Two things. I'm here to write checks and I'm here to get yelled at. So Patty, it's familiar territory for me. And she was it was just funny the way she goes, right now I'm being nice, but that's going to change.
And Paulie also, like, we need somebody like Patty to just air slap our asses into gear. So, and just air slap us left and right and tell us what to do. So
give me an air slap right now, as a matter of fact. Give me a couple.
Bam. I need to get a slap soundtrack,
Let me give you one too. It's coming. You're going to go this way. Here it comes. Wham. Yeah, thank you. A couple of air slaps for the both of us. Soccer Bowl 10 SC goes kind of like an Amy Trask kind of ass kicking vibe. Very much. Very much. Yeah.
On that note, Paulie, I think we need to be better about this. And I'm just doing this on-air production, back behind the scenes production. Just to remind people about what we've done earlier in the week in case they missed it. If you happen to miss the Amy Trask interview that we did on Tuesday, please go back to our YouTube channel and watch it for Tuesday's show, episode 205. She's fantastic. It's a fantastic conversation. And she's not just talking about football and she's not just talking about the Raiders and Al Davis. She's talking about what needs to happen in the world and what we can all do as people to make the world a better place. It's an fantastic 38 minute conversation with Amy. So if you missed it, go back there and check it out. I'm going to repost it over the weekend as well, Paulie.
Good. And I don't want to embarrass her on the show by singing her praise. She doesn't like that. A lot of successful people don't like being complimented, and I kind of respect that actually. But let me just tell you this in 10 seconds. When Murph and I, because Amy Trask would invite us to Raiders camp every year. We would go up to Napa. And again, we were the 49er flagship, but Murph and I agreed that, hey, the Raiders, this is NFL football, man. And we have a great relationship with Amy, and we're not going to say no to her. So we would go up there and listen to what she would do. First of all, she would feed us like kings, dude. She would feed us these great meals, and she would sit us down because the Raiders worked out at a hotel up in Napa. They took over the entire hotel, and they had like 2, 3, 4 football fields in the back. It was a full NFL facility, but their base was in a hotel. So she would take us to the pool. She would be like, Murph and Paulie, you guys just sit here at the pool, relax, eat your lunch. Then you know what she would do? She would bring one Raider superstar after another over. Who do you want? Lincoln Kennedy? Here he comes. Who do you want? Rich Gannon? Here he comes. What do you want? Tim Brown? Let me go get him. Like, she would bring the best players. And I'm saying that because I just want people to realize how much of a total badass she was when she was the CEO. She also kind of doubled as a PR agent for those guys too. So
to coexist with Al Davis and last with Al Davis is just a testament to the type of person she is. And she talks about the healthy disagreements that she and Al had many times. And it's just like, God, to have been a fly on the wall in that room. Come on, man. That is like, I don't know, highly confidential stuff, man, that she shares free, free that the experiences of being with Al Davis. She loves him. The way she speaks with him is just with total admiration and respect for the way he treated her and the chance that he gave her, and the way he, I don't know, what he did for the NFL and what he did for the Raiders. It's pretty amazing stuff.
I like to think, Tony, that the most successful people always have somebody around to call BS on them when that is needed. And Amy did. And I think I'm not kidding when I say this. I think that reminded me of my relationship with Tony Salvador, the old boss of KNBR and all the radio stations, because there was a couple of times where I actually push back against him, which is probably a stupid move at the time, but I was passionate. I'm like, no, Tony, that's not right. We got to do this. We got to do that. And I don't think he liked it, but in a way, I think he did. I do. I think that like he gained some respect for me from that. And Tony does that for me. If I'm full of crap, Tony, I keep him as close as possible. So he will tell me, dude, what are you doing? Like, but everybody, I think you have to have that. There's a lot of value in having somebody at your side who's going to say like, no, man, you can't be doing that. That's not going to work. You have to be able to listen to people, I guess, is the moral of that story. So anyway, going back to the second announcement. Now, Patty and I were talking, and Tony and Dom, and we've always been saying this since the beginning of this show. Like, the one thing that I wish we could improve upon with this format of being on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and Cron. What's up, you guys? Great. I'm so glad you guys are with us tonight. But we miss interacting with the audience during the show. Like, Tony and I were always big on that. When we were at the Take It 1050, it kind of got phased out at KNBR over the years. They didn't really want us taking calls anymore. But I always enjoyed like sports talk. It's not just two guys in a room talking. Let's talk to the people out in the community, man. There's a lot of good takes out there. There's some funny people out there. So we've been challenged. We're like, how do we get the audience involved? How do we get these people so we can start kicking it around with them like during the show? So we think we have something here for you guys. So we're going to roll this out tonight. We can try it this week if you guys want to play along with this. So Patty had an idea today. She goes, what if we offer the opportunity to the audience where they could sponsor a segment during the show? For example, we're going to start doing this with the weekly music assignment. So this is an opportunity for anybody who's into the show, who likes the show, who wants to be a part of the show. We are going to offer you a sponsorship opportunity to sponsor the music assignment. And this is a 1-week thing. It will cost $100 to sponsor the music assignment, but that means you commandeer it. You take over. You give us the idea. We will contribute the songs that you want to hear under your umbrella of whatever the topic is or the theme. Dude, you can do it about your wife or your kids or your house. I don't care.
Whatever you want. Yeah. Whatever.
Dazzle us. Go crazy. So, and at that point, you can also make this decision. You can participate on the air with us. We'll do like a 10-minute segment. And that's an opportunity to get you involved in the show. Also keep some money coming in for us, because money like that will go right back into the show. And we do need more income. And we're working on stuff right now. We hope to be bringing a couple of new sponsors in early 26. We're working on that right now. But we do need supplemental income. And this is a way to get you guys involved, have a say in the show, help us in the process, and we can start introducing some people on the air to the PNP Familia community. So play along this week. Try it this week. If you're interested in doing this, just email us at paulyspod@gmail.com and let us know what the theme is, what the assignment, because it's hard. It's not easy to come up with these every week and keep it interesting. So we need a little help with this. So, and Tony, if they want to participate and make the sponsorship payment, explain to them how that they could execute that. I don't think it's that hard.
It's not hard at all. So first of all, like Pauly said, email paulyspod@gmail.com. And then you and I, so let's just say I'm looking at Robot Centaur on the chat right now. Say Fareed emails in. I would email him directly, and I would get all of his contact info to get him on the show on Friday. And then I would direct him to our YouTube channel where the links are for our Venmo and all that stuff. So it's at the top of our YouTube page under the bio. So, and it's basically setting it up to get your theme and to get your information to where we can get you on the show as a guest every Friday, a new guest, a new musical assignment representative. Basically show us your musical ass, basically.
And I think there's a lot of potential here. I think this segment could become very popular and very funny and a lot of fun for everybody. And if here's a question I can imagine people are going to ask, hey, Paulie, what happens if, 6 different people email in and they're all different ideas? How are you going to pick one? Everyone's going to get their turn. I promise. If you guys participate and you make the sponsorship payment, we will make sure you have your day. So if 4 come in this week, we'll take them in the order they came in, and we'll do the first one this Friday. We'll do the second one next Friday, and so on. So
also, you don't. Sorry to cut you off, but I just want to hit this while you were saying this moment. You don't pay until you're selected. But you know what I'm saying? So there's a link on our YouTube page at the top of the page under our bio, but nothing happens until you're selected for that week. So it's something that we really want to try out. And like Paulie said, we miss having that engagement with the audience in that style that we used to have with callers. And in this new format, unless you do something like a Zoom where you can have which we can't do live on YouTube. So we're trying to figure out a way to do this, and we're thinking about if this works out well, we have other benchmarks on the show where we could have people come on and host with us. And
no question.
And like you said earlier too, Paulie, there is gold out there. Paulie and I talk about all the time about how the chat adds so much to the show, the content of the show, because of things that we'll see on the chat, and it'll remind me or Paulie of something, or it'll set off a whole wave or a whole conversation about something we weren't planning on talking about, which is the best part of the improvisation of the show. So again, pauliespod@gmail.com is where it all starts. And if you're interested, and obviously no pressure, if you're not interested, no big deal at all. Just get on the chat and be a part of the show that way too. It's just
totally
get creative here.
And we don't want you guys to think we're gouging you. It's hardly that at all. In fact, if you look at it from this side, it's like it's $100 to sponsor the segment. But first thing that happens is the YouTube mafia comes in, they take their piece of that, and then whatever's left, Tony and I will split. So it's probably going to be like $40 each or $30 each, or so. It's not that much really. And when all the smoke clears, yeah.
And also too, if part of the musical assignment is like a company that you represent, or say that Noemi wants to give some love to her own hot sauce, or Ray wants to talk about I don't know, the guitars he plays or whatever. I'm just riffing off the top of my head about if there's something that you want to also plug and sponsor and promote, you can do that as well. So
yeah, and it's funny, Rags is already riffing about like, how can I get a prop bet on the Tony's top 3 and stuff like that too. We might open the door to stuff like that too, which Tony was hinting at. If you want to sponsor a Tony's top 3, give him the 3 points you want him to bring to the show. We'll do that, and we can bring.
They come on the show and then give the top 3.
And just let us react. We don't even know what it would be. This would be your top 3 that we would react to. So there's different ways to have fun with this, but we do want to get you guys on screen and start having some fun directly with you guys. So hope it works. I think it has a lot of potential, and I think that we can have a really good time with this, because I want guys like John Joseph. I want guys like Escobar. Give me badges, stinking badges, dude, with the bullet vest. Like, get him on the screen, and you guys tell us what to do. We're at your service, man. So we'll try it this week. Send your emails into pauliespod@gmail.com. Now, Tony, back. Yeah,
pause. Right away, handling some business. Look at Pine Needle. Pine Needle is become a new member of the PMP VIP. Pine Needle, welcome, dude. Welcome. And dude, basically Pine Needle is responsible for this backdrop right behind me. The other Night Flight backdrops I have, plus the new Pelican cape, the new Flamingo cape I have, and Paulie's new pepperoni cape. Pine Needle, when my kids are out of school for winter break, for the Christmas break, one of my chores for them is we're going to take because Pine Needle gave me 2 rolls of sticky wallpaper that I'm going to buy plywood and make more backdrops on plywood using this wallpaper that basically takes us back to the White Lotus set of Thailand. So Pine Needle, thank you so much, brother.
I still like this one is my favorite. The one you have up with the mushrooms. It's very Allman Brothers. You got a waterfall. It's very tropical and vibey. You know what I mean? I dig that one the best. I really do.
Yeah, there's the one with the tiger I got to bring back too. I love the tiger too. Oh, and check this out. Tiger. Let's welcome Jeffrey Dunster as a new YouTube PMP VIP. Yeah, Jeffrey, welcome aboard. Thank you, brother. And I'm trying to see what's on the profile pic. Maybe it looks like it's one of his kids, maybe. But that is good stuff, Jeffrey. Welcome aboard. I love that you're a JEOFFREY, Jeffrey. So that's good stuff.
What's up, JD? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the show, man. Make yourself at home. No question.
Yeah, dude. And I feel like in honor of them, Paulie, can I just if you'll indulge me for 1 second.
PMP VIP. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
100%. I still hear Ice-T at the end there. He sounds a lot like Ice-T. One final piece of business. Tony, give me the extended dance remix, if you don't mind, before my final business announcement. Go ahead. Give it to me.
Wait,
Trying to do what trying to say it's business time. Ooh, give it to me.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Okay, thank you. I need that, dude. I need that as often as possible. And by the way, at the holiday frolic, I want you to brush up on that bass line, dude, because I'll be coming. We need to do a quick rendition of business time if we do play at the party, which I'm totally open to doing. All right.
Business.
I know. It stays in your head like a bastard, dude. I walk around the house going, I know what you're trying to say. It's business time. Ooh. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Then I get yelled at. All right. Anyway.
Also, just a tease, we're going to play at the end of tonight's show. Let's just tease it.
Business hours are over, baby.
That'll be at the end of the Christmas party. I'll say the party's over. And I love one more time on the pronunciation of over. There's no R here. Give it to me.
Business hours are over, baby. It's
business time. Oh, totally, dude. Dude, how about that into Help on the Way by the Grateful Dead? Same kind of anyway, Tony, final piece of business. I do want to check this box. I like hockey. You like hockey. Who we kidding? Let's bring Ted Ramey onto the show Friday to talk some San Jose Sharks hockey. They're off to a nice start. Macklin Celebrini is lighting us up. And we probably don't do enough hockey stuff on the show, but we'll give it to you as we can. So Ted Ramey, one of the great Shark voices, he will join us. And he is great, dude. I'm so happy for Ted. He's another one of our KNBR friends. And I got to tell you, watching him kind of ascend in the media, local media kind of game, I'm so happy for him and I'm so proud of him. And he's so damn good at what he does. And he's like a Sharks black belt. So all you Sharks fans, tune in Friday. We'll have a good rap with Rames.
My love affair with Ted Ramey runs deep and long, Paulie, because I love seriously, and he's another member of the Bald Mafia. So I love Ted, and also he still hires me to do voiceover work for him on Shark stuff. Like he has this thing called Morning Tide that he does, where I do all the voiceover and stuff. And just last week, he texted me, said, "Hey, can you do some lines for me?" I was like, "Dude, you rule for just coming my way." And then he also just rules because he by the way, Quake Soccer too. Get him going on Quake Soccer because he's the voice of Quake Soccer as well.
Or get him going on U2. Bro, you bring up the topic of U2. Ask the Hum Daddies. We did a roundtable, bro, about U2. And there's talk of another roundtable coming up soon, actually. They want Tony this time, too. Tony's a big star, though. It's hard to nail him down. But I know that he's very elusive. You know what I mean? I'll talk to my people. You're going to have to have my agent deal with that. Stuff like that. I know they want Rod Brooks, too. But anyway, Hum Daddies, we're at your service, man. Let us know when you have the topic. We'll be ready. And also, what's up, Jeff Faust? Good to see you tonight, kid. Jeff
Faust. Dude, Faust, come December 5th. Faust, get to Standard Deviant Brewing, dude. We talked about our holiday frolic happening.
We might have to have Jeff Faust bring his freaking actually, you'll have your base, so we'll
but Jeff could bring his little
the ukulele bass. Yeah. Dude, the crazy thing about that bass Jeff plays, he plays a bass like this big. It's like looks like a ukulele. That thing sounds great in front of, like, if you're out in the crowd, it sounds really good, that bass.
It sounds great too. And you know what, Jeff, you're saving your back. I get it, because those Fender precision basses and those bass guitars are they're thick lumber, man. So like Paulie asked, like, where's your base the other night? And I go, dude, my thing is so heavy, dude. I'm gonna use Drutzi's and I'm gonna sit down and play. So but that thing is butter. That koa wood base is butter. So
The
bring your
one that
butter.
you talk about Fausti, or you talking about
Yeah.
Drutzy?
Well, both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them. So and those two need to meet each other as well. Drutzy and
Oh,
Fausti.
totally. Yeah, you do need to meet. They do need to meet. Two great bass players will have a lot to talk. Actually, that's three with you. It's a three, dude. You guys can have like a three-way bass jam on stage if it comes to that.
Dude, hold on a second. I'm gonna give this for Faust. Okay, Paul, we got a sports flash music flash here from the sports music desk. Dude, so the Freestone Peaches have a gig on 12/6, it sounds like, in Felton, which is a great place. So if we can get Faust to come in on Friday the 12th, maybe we just kidnap him for the weekend. Say, come to the city on the 5th.
Oh, I'm sure the band would love that. I'm sure the Peaches would love that. Where the hell is Faust? Paulie's got him tied up to a chair at Deviant Brewing, so he can't make it. Yeah.
No, that's Friday. That's Friday the 5th. He has a gig on the 6th. I'm saying, so come to the city on the 5th and then go down south to Felton for the 6th. You have a great weekend. And PM Piers, go see the Freestone Peaches on Saturday. Felton.
As crazy as this sounds, because Faust is on the board right now riffing about, he's saying, how about a three-way bass off? Bro, let me tell you something, dude. I saw this happen twice. I saw Phil Lesh and Mike Gordon go toe-to-toe with nobody else on stage. It's the most unusual thing, like in your head. You're like, how can that work? How can that be good? It did. I saw it once at Shoreline at a fish show, and then I saw it again at the Kaiser. I don't remember which night this was. It gets blurry after a while, but it was one of the Phil and Friends shows at Kaiser. Might have been a New Year's show one year, and Mike Gordon was there. And anyway, at one point, all the musicians left the stage, and Phil and Mike Gordon went back and forth. They were just throwing it around like the world-class players they are, and it was pretty freaking amazing. So yeah, we'll do a three-way bass off, dude, 100%. All right, anyway, Tony, let's get back to what you said you wanted to do, because we are getting late into the show here. So we got all the business taken care of. Let's get back to any other thoughts on the Warrior game before we proceed to Niners.
Win of the year, dude. The Spurs were 5-0 at home before that game. And the Dubs were, I think, winless on the road, right?
Yeah, they've been having a real tough time on the road. They've had some, and again, the night before, again, these guys, I mean, Draymond is 36, Steph is 37. Playing back-to-backs on the road is not that easy. But both of those guys, because I heard the coaches wanted to rest Draymond tonight, and he was like, no, I'm playing. And by the way, did you notice who was missing in the second half tonight?
Well, based on the press conferences, or the not the press conference, but basically the post-game media conference by Draymond and Jimmy Butler last night.
I didn't see Draymond, but I saw Butler last night, and he was alluding to guys needing to play harder. Did you interpret that as Kuminga?
I did.
Okay.
I did. And you know what? If it's getting to that, then hey, dude, Kuminga, you better wake the F up, dude. Like, you got guys like Draymond who are shutting down a 7'5" stud on a back-to-back. That better be an inspiration to you, Kuminga, to give it your all, and to Draymond, to address your personal agenda, right? So, and to make sure that your personal agenda matches the agenda of the team. And now again, Draymond did not call him out by name, but I'm pretty sure he was talking about him. And to come out after that, and to then have Kuminga not be a factor, and still the Dubs still give the Spurs their first home loss. And dude, the score is not indicative of how much they kicked their ass in the second half and in the fourth quarter. Because they were up by 9 or 11, and then all of a sudden, the clocks. There was the longest last minute of the game. I mean, that last minute took like a half an hour. So
I know that was absurd. The Spurs with the foul every time the Warriors had the ball. I mean, cut the crap. It's a loss, you guys. Let's go home. What are you doing? I thought that was kind of petty, personally. But anyway, yeah.
Oh, dude, but Moody, my guy Moody, was from behind the arc again, dude. Like, I think he had 4 threes. Let me double check.
No. Yeah, he had 17 points. He had a nice night, Moody.
And dude, it's just like we talked about him a lot. He had 5 threes. Sorry, he was 5 for 10 from 3. Curry 5 for 16 from 3. Dude, Butler 5 of 7 from 3-point land.
I cannot tell you how much I love Jimmy Butler. This is nothing new. I've loved Butler for a long time, and I love that he's part of the Warriors now, because he is one of those guys, and I know you guys all know this, but it's great to have a guy like this on the Warriors where anytime he wants, he can go to the free throw line. He can make that happen. And I hate to say this, but he's the only guy on the Warriors that has that ability. When he decides in his head, that's it, F this, I'm going to get you to foul me. It happens.
Dude, how about Butler can get a whistle anytime, but dude, at the end of the game, the Spurs are trying mightily to foul Steph, and they're still not calling it. It's
Did
like,
you see the big cut on Steph's neck tonight? Yeah, it was like somebody took a knife to his neck, dude. I don't get it. He's the greatest superstar in NBA history that the referees offer zero protection to. Zero. Bro,
Zero.
you look at LeBron James the wrong way, they're blowing a whistle. They're blowing the whistle, and he's also throwing himself on the floor to make sure, because he's a flopper, lay flop, as we like to call him.
Well, did you hear that he's working out with the G League now? He's working out with the G League.
I did. You know what this is? This is an extended load management session. That's what this is in disguise. He's fine. He's just an old man, and he's trying to preserve his energy. Tony,
it's his sciatica, Paulie. It's his sciatica. It's acting up. So.
Hey, man, back to the Kuminga thing for a second. I saw Gravy post this when we were talking about Kuminga. He goes, Kuminga will be traded this year. I agree. And here's the thing, man. I don't know. I don't know this for sure, but there's a lot of evidence to this point that I get the feeling that Steve Kerr does not. I don't think he likes Kuminga. I don't. I think
I think you're right, Paulie. Dude, your buddy Rags just got me. Just says load management.
Yeah, Rags. I mean, you want to elaborate on that? Actually, don't. No, don't. Don't, because next thing you know, the octopus will get involved, or one potato, two potatoes. The reverse,
I apologize. That's very unprofessional of me. That totally.
Forget about the reverse. Yeah, the reverse. Who does that? The reverse. Come on. Rags does. That's who. But what do you think about that?
I think you might be onto something, because the type of player Steve Kerr was, he'll admit to the cows come home that he wasn't blessed with like over the top God-given talent. He had to work for everything that he got.
Yeah.
And so he worked not 110%. You know my thoughts on that. He worked 100% all the time. He gave maximum effort all the time. And when he sees guys who have this natural raw talent like Kuminga, and they don't give their all the time, that would piss me off too. So I'm wondering if that's part of the deal, where it's like, you have got this natural talent that you can't waste it. Don't waste it. Put the work in. If you match the work with this talent, you could be unstoppable, but you got to do both.
You look at a player like Trace Jackson Davis, who I really like, by the way. I really like that kid, and I like it when he's on the floor. I think he's a smart player. I love his body type. He's big. He's strong. He's got a good basketball IQ. That guy sometimes sits on the bench for days at a time with very few minutes on the floor. But when Steve Kerr calls his name, he's always ready to play. There's no BS. He's all business on the floor, and I love all those qualities. And I feel like Kuminga is perhaps in a suspended state of, I don't know, He's got like an exaggerated sense of himself. He still has a lot to learn about NBA basketball.
I would think, Paulie, agreed. And I would think down the road, older Kuminga is going to look back and be like, dude, I played with one of the greatest players in the history of the game, and I did not give it my all. You know what I mean? Like that would be a major, major, major regret. So it's like, dude, come on, man. You have an opportunity here. Seize the opportunity.
He's surrounded by champions, too. Draymond Green, Steph Curry, GP2 has a ring. Al Horford has a ring. Jimmy Butler's been to the finals plenty of times. Like, there are seasoned Hall of Fame guys all around him. And if he can't learn, like, your time is going to come, dude. But like you said, you got to put the work in. You can't have an attitude. And I think that's partly why we didn't see him really in the second half tonight.
Your time is gonna come. Sorry. You just got me there, Paulie, with this.
Cheating. That's all you seem to do. Yeah.
top five Zeppelin for me right there.
Really? Okay.
Oh, it's just the gorgeous Zeppelin. But Paulie, if you took the spirit and the mentality and the passion of a Pat Spencer and injected that into Kuminga, you would have an immediate all-star. You really would. You really would, because of the work ethic. And I'm not at practice, so I don't know, man, what goes down. But based on what has happened last year and what is happening now, and when you guys go in public without saying his name, but basically speaking to him publicly, that's not good.
And it was about defense. I saw Butler going, some guys on this team need to start putting more energy into their defense. Like, I was like, I wonder who he's talking about.
Yep,
exactly. It ain't about you, Kuminga. It's not about you. There are other things going on here. Stevie B's a super, Tony. Let's give him some
Let's
love
go.
here.
And this is a good time to transition to the red. Whoops, sorry. What's up, Stinging Badgers? This is a good opportunity to shift to Stevie B to the Niner talk, because he said
Okay.
49ers effort is huge, but why aren't we playing rookies like Nick Martin, Watkins, and letting it rip? 2025 is a house. Oh, 2025 is house money.
Yeah.
Jawan, question mark. Luke Gifford, why not going to be here? Shanny, too stubborn. Go Madden mode. Nice. Dude, the Nick Martin thing is interesting. I'd like to see Nick Martin out on the field for sure.
I think we all would. Yeah.
Yeah. And don't get me started. Are you just trying to provoke me, Stevie B, about Jawan Jennings? Are you trying to get me going? Trying to get us going about Jawan? Because I will. Because I've had, if tomorrow Kyle said, you know what? We're moving Jawan to the depth chart third string. I would actually celebrate. I would celebrate, because maybe something might rattle him and shake him up. Because, dude, he had a major the false start called on him in the first quarter on Sunday.
How about the fumble when we finally started moving the ball? What did he do? He catches the ball and immediately fumbles the ball and gives it back to the Rams. So no, there's a huge
drops. He had a major drop in the first possession, Paul. He had a major drop. You don't go 3 and out. He had a major drop in that. And then also he had the false start in the second possession, and then the fumble in the third possession. So it's like, dude, come on, man. And you want a bag? You want more dough? Like, what are you doing? Like, can we get an update on Pearsall, by the way? Like, are we ever going to see him?
I think he was back at practice today, but I don't think it's been determined whether or not he's going to play. I saw him on the practice field today. We'll see. By the way, Noemi, you are throwing a deep quote there. Noemi is quoting Jim Harbaugh on the Murph and Max show. Actually, I didn't really have much to do with this. This was all Murph, dude. Murph was poking him and poking him and poking him. And then finally, in fact, you want to know what, Noemi? I think that was the last installment of the Jim Harbaugh show before he left town, and we didn't see him again for a couple of years. We did see him at a Super Bowl, though, and he was super cool to us. But
hey, go ahead.
Murph was just giving it to him. And then finally Harbaugh stopped, and it was like a pause, and he goes, yeah, I think you're trying to provoke now. And he basically hung up on us. And that was Murph just doing the reporter thing that he does, and Harbaugh did not take kindly to it. But was
it your show that he said it's a bunch of jive, what did jive turkey?
Don't be a jive turkey. Yeah, he said, don't be a jive turkey.
And the jive, it's a jive turkey by a bunch of jive turkey gobblers or whatever. It's like, dude, this guy's out of his mind. By the way, the shots of him on, was that Sunday Night Football? The Chargers were Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. Chargers, Steel. No, not who did they play on Sunday night? They played
Steelers.
Okay, yeah.
And the Chargers took care of business, but all the shots they would show of Harbaugh, and he's wearing those glasses, and his eyes
he
are
looks
all
nuts. He looks nuts, dude. He's out of his mind. Yeah,
he looks out of his mind. He looks insane, and it's like, you know what? But you know what? I want more of it. More of it.
And he's always wearing those big, he's got a huge ass and those khaki pants. Have you noticed the size of Harbaugh's ass? It's gigantic. It's huge. Yeah, it's bigger. It's too big for his body. I don't know where he got that ass, but Harbaugh's got a big ass on him. I want to say, you were saying, you know who I want to see more of, by the way? I want more Robinson Jr. Give me more Robinson. Get him in the freaking mix. Give McCaffrey a spell and show the defenses some different looks. I think there's something to that. Different guys carrying the rock. I
got to say, Paulie, I'm nervous about Sunday with Purdy. Today he had aggressive limited practice. That's what Kyle Shanahan called
I'm getting burnt out on this whole thing. I'm getting burnt out on the whole I'm not divulging anything. I have not talked to anybody at the team. I really haven't, but I have a feeling Purdy's going to play this week. I think it kind of feels that way. Yeah.
Well, and also the Cardinals are depleted too. They've got injuries as well.
I don't trust them though, Tony. I still don't trust them. I don't.
Marvin Harrison is out this week, so that's big. And but if he, I'm just nervous that because the O-line is not exactly stout. So at least Purdy is mobile, but he's mobile when he's healthy.
Yeah,
is his toe healthy? If those back in the day when in high school and you had to do calf raises, and you'd stand and you'd go on your tippy toes and do calf raises.
Yeah.
If you've got, I would assume you wouldn't be able to do those if you had turf toe. So maybe like that's the ultimate test. Can you do calf raises, Brock Purdy? Do your calf raises?
I can't confirm that. We'll see. By the way, if you like the football banter of a creative Tony and a Paulie Mac, I encourage all of you to tune into our new show on Thursdays on Cron 4, which is called 30 on Thursday. We've just started shooting this a couple of weeks ago. And by the way, any update on the commercial? Like when we're going to maybe see that thing or anything? I haven't heard anything. Do you? I don't know.
No, I don't know. I'm guessing with Steve and Art, I would say probably probably after Thanksgiving. Yeah, I would say after Thanksgiving because of Thanksgiving. I would guess maybe the first week of December. That'd be.
I gotta say, what Cron is doing for us is we're very grateful to be part of the Cron family. So they stream the show every night. The Cron 4 Plus app streams the show, but they also show commercials for the Paulie Mac Particle Show on Sports Night Live on Channel 4 every night. If you watch that, you will see, because Tony and I record a new ad for them every single day. But they've also asked us to do a new football show, which we're giving it to them on Thursdays now. It's called 30 on Thursday. Translation, that's 30 minutes of us talking football. We do Niners. We pick a couple of college games, and then we do a couple of the marquee matchups. Like we talked Eagles, Packers.
Well, we talk about the Thursday night football matchup as well, too.
100%. And by the way, bro, I can't wait to have that conversation, because I'm just saying, there's a lot of points the Jets are getting, and the Jets have won a couple. I know the Patriots are great. I do. I respect them.
Well, we can talk about this tomorrow, but probably the Patriots are going to crush.
Are they going to crush them by 14?
There's a good chance.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying, it's a lot of points now.
The game's in New England, right?
Games in New England, but they might sleep on a suddenly hot Jets team, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say, but they have won 2 in a row. I'm just throwing it out there.
Wait, the spread's 14?
Well, it was 12.5, and I heard it went up. I haven't checked today, but I just threw that out there.
The Jets are going to jet, Paulie. The Jets are going to jet.
Thank you. I needed that. See, remember I said before, I need somebody to tell me, bring me back. I needed that right there. The Jets are going to jet. They can wind up losing 35-3 in this game. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? That could easily happen tomorrow night. And by the way, hey, NFL, for a goof, how about giving us a real matchup on Thursday night? I think the only good game we've had was the Rams-Niner game at SoFi. All the other games have sucked. There haven't been any good Thursday night games. So help us out with these matchups, Jets, Patriots. Come on, man. Who wants to watch that? You know?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one, man. But 30 on Thursday tomorrow. Paulie, we haven't even talked about the college game we're going to look into, but I look forward to the college slate. By the way, last week we talked about Oregon, Iowa, and Iowa covered. They lost, but they covered. They did cover, and we talked about that. We both said Iowa should cover in this game, and the Hawkeye wave that happens at the Iowa Stadium. I forget the name of the stadium. I apologize, but they do a great tradition of waving to the Children's Hospital that is connected to the stadium, and both teams and every fan in the stadium waves. They bring all the children to the windows in the stadium and wave to the kids. That's what sports is all about, man. Right there, everybody coming together, and that's what Amy Trask was talking about as well. So,
hey, Tony.
Yeah,
no question. I want to shout out New Era, Rockin' New Era 84 with an incredible poll. He goes, shout out to, this is high level. He goes, shout out to Kevin Arnold and his Jets jacket. Bro, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Are you with him, T? Do you know what that is?
God, I have to be reminded.
That was the Wonder Years. Remember that show?
Yes, thank you. Yes, I knew Kevin Arnold. Yes.
The little kid. By the way, the great rumor that was always going around was Kevin Arnold's best friend on the show, whose name I forget, the guy with the glasses. There was like this urban legend going around in the 90s that was Marilyn Manson as a kid. Do you remember that when that rumor was going around? They were like, the kid on Wonder Years with the glasses was a young Marilyn Manson, which I don't think is true, but that rumor was going around hard, like in the 90s. Do you remember that rumor, Tony?
Dude, wow, I do. Yeah. I just saw a video on social media of all of the different faces of Marilyn Manson over the years.
I don't know if I need the faces. I don't know. I don't need much. Yeah, you're cutting yourself up. You go nuts. I don't know. You're
not a nice guy to women either. Like,
oh my God, dude, not a nice guy, dude. I read a Rolling Stone article about what this cat was up to, dude. He was tying women up to the bed and like leaving the house. Total scumbag. And by the way, dude, he's coming at you with this. Oh yeah, my new record. It's called Antichrist Superstar. You know what, bro? You know what, man? Whatever. That's what I gotta say to that guy. Whatever. Would you have survived the Black Flag show? No, you wouldn't. So that's move along, son. Move along. You know what I mean? Like I don't have time for Antichrist Superstar. I don't. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You feel me? I don't know. So am I the bad guy? I don't know.
No, you're not the bad guy at all. I'm with you, man. I just don't have much time. Yeah, I don't have
Hey,
much
Tony,
time.
speaking of not much time, we got to get a Longbridge spot in.
Well,
Which
before we do that, Paulie,
Okay.
yes, before we do Longbridge, I want to say that there's a lot of people are very curious about this character, Tony Vitello, who is the new manager.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Let's do that, and then we can wrap it up. But go. That's
Yeah,
good. Yes.
Of the San Francisco Giants. And Murph and Marcus today, this morning, I got to tip my cap to them because they had a good interview with Joe Madden today, who I really, really like, the skipper Joe Madden. And he basically said, what happened to like earning your way up to the big leagues and like earning your stripes in the minor leagues and earning your stripes as a bench coach or an assistant coach and then putting in 20 plus years and then getting the call as being the manager. Like he goes, that is what's weird about this hire. He goes, but I did my homework on this guy and I could see why they're attracted to him and why they may have thought, let's roll the dice on this guy. So it was very well said by Madden. So I got to say that was good stuff, but I got to say, I'm excited for this guy. And the hire today of Hunter Mentz, the hitting coach for the Blue Jays, that gets me really fired up because if you look at what the Blue Jays did offensively, man, and look at, that lineup, what they did versus the freaking Dodgers, dude, took them to 7 games, took them extra innings twice, dropped 13 runs on them. So it's like, dude, in one game. So it's like, you got it. Like, I like this move and nothing against Pat Burrell, but I like this move. If you want to look at just the numbers, Paulie, I wrote these down last year or this year, 2025 Blue Jays hit 191 home runs and struck out 1,099 times as a team with a team batting average of 265. Okay?
I'll take that right now. Yeah.
Right. Team batting average of 265 is pretty impressive. Giants, 173 home runs, 1,380 strikeouts.
Jesus.
So almost 300 more strikeouts.
Yeah.
And their team batting average, 235. So you take this guy, and this guy also played for Vitello at Missouri. So there's that whole history. So these guys obviously know each other well. They work well together. And I look at a guy like Ernie Clement, who I would talked about the entire postseason.
Yeah.
And if this guy, Hunter Mentz, had anything to do with Ernie Clement's approach at the plate or Vlad Guerrero's approaching getting inside the baseball, then I want this guy immediately. And I think it was Aaron Kask who said on the chat earlier something. He says, I know it's only November, but I'm excited for Giants baseball come springtime. And I'm with you because it's a new era starting, and it's an unprecedented era, dude. So it's good stuff. And also one last stat. We talked about how like the Giants left a lot of runners on base all season long.
That was like their favorite thing to do: get guys on and leave them on, and then
and they could never get that clutch hit. The Blue Jays had 775 RBIs. The Giants 672, so 100 less RBIs by the Giants. So I'm hoping that this injects some offensive life into the team.
And I love Don Peralta made me laugh when you were reading those stats. He goes, Pat Burrell can go back to being the machine now.
Sure.
And I got to say, though, it did make me laugh, Tommy, but I got to tell you, Pat Burrell, first of all, 2010 probably wouldn't have happened without him. He had some big moments in 2010. Don't forget that. And second of all, more importantly to me off the field, Pat Burrell was always super, super cool to me. And I'm telling you, dude, it goes a long way because when you're in the media and you meet all these guys after all those years, they're not all good guys. I can tell you that.
Dude, it's also intimidating as hell. Like to walk into a clubhouse is not a comfortable feeling.
Especially when Aubrey Huff is standing there stark naked.
Totally.
Stark. Like, and he would do that on purpose. Aubrey Huff would stand there buck naked and be like, yeah, what's up, you guys? Like, put his hands on his hips and stuff. You're like, dude, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Just trying to make you feel as uncomfortable as possible.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not kidding you, dude. He did this a couple times. Murph and I would be in there, and Aubrey Huff would be totally naked. He'd put one foot up, like on a folding chair. Like, imagine the visual. You see what I'm saying? saying? Like,
Yes,
imagine
dude,
that
yeah.
visual. Naked,
Yes,
naked.
dude.
Anyway,
Oh.
Pat Burrell. Yeah, no, it's not cool at all. It was rough. It was really rough. But Pat Burrell was super cool always, and it still is.
And
To this day. Yeah, and I appreciate that.
San Jose product, Bellum & Bell product. So you got to give love to the local products, and I hope that maybe he sticks around somehow, some way, involved in the franchise, in the
I would
organization.
like that because he kind of represents the old school a little bit. Like, he's a hard nosed player. Like, when guys were like that, was a much grittier game in his era. And I don't know. Yeah, I think there's value in keeping Pat Burrell around. I do. And you got to find some kind of role for him.
Huh.
But
it's funny. I see Pine Needle's comment saying that Kuiper was really pissed off at Joe Madden's comments, and I'm wondering. I'm curious why Kuiper would be ticked. I guess it's because Madden's questioning the hire, and Madden's questioning the fact that Vitello didn't, quote unquote, pay his dues. But I don't know, man. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I think it was Kruger or somebody on Twitter said, I'd rather see the Giants have hired Joe Madden, instead of Vitello. And I'm like, no, I don't want a retread. I don't want another retread. If this falls flat on its face, okay, fine. But at least you gave it a shot. And I like the roll of the dice. You don't get anywhere without rolling the dice, right?
I would say this too. I would say that it's not so much about, honestly, this is just how I feel. It's not so much about how any given person, it's not about how the person gets the opportunity. It's what the person does with that opportunity. That's what I'm focused on. So yeah, he's never coached in pro ball. I get that. And maybe that's going to be a negative. We're all going to find out together. But to me, it's not really about like why or how Buster offered him the gig. It's what Vitello does now that he has the gig. And let's see what he can do. Yeah,
100% agree, Paulie. And Losty on fire. And by the way, those of you who do not follow Carlos De La Fuente on social media, please do, because he's a great follow.
He's funny, man. Carlos makes me laugh. He says some funny stuff. Yeah.
His handle is at Los DLF. F is in Frank. And so follow Los. But he says on the chat, he says, oh, where'd it go? He goes, pass on the retreads. Sincerely, Art Shell.
No, I feel you. Hey, one last thing, a counterpoint. And Patrick Patton, I feel you, bro. I do. I feel you. I think this is what guys like Kruger are saying. And Patrick Patton, quote, he doesn't know how to manage health and slumps over 162 games. Come on, man. Now that's a fair point. He's never done that. There's no question. That's fair.
And that's when you go, hey, Bochy, hey, Posey, conference call right now. Or hey, Bochy, hold on, right here.
If you need a beer, grab a beer.
Grab beers, bring him to Bochy's hotel room across the street from the ballpark when he's in town, and say, let's talk. Tell me how to get so-and-so. Devers is in another slump. How do I get him out of it? Blah, blah, blah.
Devers, yeah. Dad, why'd you pick him? Yeah. He was in a long slump. That's true. Yeah.
He became a Giant and immediately entered a massive slump, and that was ugly, dude. Ugly stuff. But that's why he's gonna surround himself, or he already is, or Buster is gonna make sure that he's surrounded by people that have been there and done that. You know what I'm saying, Paulie?
I do. And you see how much fun like we're having with you guys tonight. That's why we want you on the effing show. So again, we're going to end the show in a minute here. I want to do a long bridge spot, but I do want to say, for those of you, the opportunity is there for all of y'all. If you want to sponsor the musical assignment, email your concept into paulyspod@gmail.com, and we'll start doing that this week. Yeah.
Yes. And Paulie, before we get to Long Bridge, I want to share this because I saw this, and again, we have months and months before Giants baseball, but the stove is hot. The hot stove league is going to start up pretty soon. But I wanted to share this because I saw this online today, and this makes me very excited. This is Adamas. Willie Adamas posted this today, and he says, I was told the Bay was a magical place. You didn't disappoint. From the first day to the last day, the energy of this city was felt. You have a different essence, and you brought it to Oracle Park every night. Thank you for opening up and receiving me like you did. Promise to continue to give you my all. Like, that makes me say, let's go.
Yeah, no, I think we all kind of fell for this guy. He won everybody over, and I look forward to year two. And he's right. Like, San Francisco is a great baseball town. It wasn't when I was a little kid. The Giant fans were not coming out back then, but I said this, and I'm not making a joke. I actually thought they should have considered giving the Willie Mack Award to the fans this year because the fans kept coming, even when there was no, I mean, the Giants were out of it, obviously, but fans kept on coming. And I got a lot of respect for that. The Giant fans really impressed me this year. So
you talked about how the chat and the PMP Familia adds to the show, dude. Stevie B says, hey, Willie Thomas has a good PR writer. And then John Joseph says, lip service. Now go kick some ass.
yeah, these little cute messages are nice. How about some game-winning hits next season? Yeah, no, I got you guys. I got you. All right, listen, I'll tell you what's not lip service. Me and you talking about Longbridge Pizza, because every word is authentic. Every word is from the heart. I'm not kidding. We're talking about Longbridge Pizza, best pizza in San Francisco, pizza with the sourdough crust. Who was saying it? It's my friend Brian Connors, the great BC. So, dude, we're doing the gig Saturday. Brisbane Inn, and here he comes, dude. Here comes Neil Donardi. He's got them stacked up, bro. He walked in, I think, what were there, 9 pizzas, something like that? 9 of them. So this cat walks in with 9 boxes. They're stacked up to the moon. We end the first set. It was like we all just descended on the pizzas, and now we're all eating pizza. And also shout out to the Brisbane Inn for being totally cool with that. Do you mind if we bring in 10 pizzas? Yeah, sure. So they were cool, and Neil was amazing. But it was BC who said, my friend Brian Connors, he was eating the pizza, and he goes, you know what it is? He goes, and Wendy, his wife, Wendy, she started pressuring Neil to open a spot in Sonoma. She's like, when is the Sonoma Long Bridge going to open? Dude, you got work to do, Neil. We got to get that sauce on the market. We got to get new LBP openings in the East Bay, North Bay, South Bay. In any case, Brian Connors realized it was the sourdough crust all along. You know what I mean? I never realized it was Barzini all along. In this case, I never realized it was the sourdough crust all along. And it really does. I'm actually kind of in a depression now because not only did I run out of Domi's mom's biscotti, they're gone now. They're all gone. And I also ran out of pizza. So I'm kind of in a post-pizza funk. I got to get back to Longbridge ASAP. But try it. If you haven't been down there, you guys are going to see why we rave about it. And you'll see what my man BC was talking about. The sourdough crust is a huge part of the overall pizza experience, in my opinion.
I got some pizza porn to show in a second here, Paulie, but I just had an idea. Maybe we talk to Neil about opening a Peralta, a Mama Peralta, like biscotti kiosk right there inside Longbridge Pizza. Homemade biscotti as your belly full from the pizza, but you need that little sweet tooth fix.
How about this? I'll tell you exactly how it's going to go down, Tony. Neil, that was great, dude. That was great. I'm going to box the rest of this up. Do me a favor. Bring me and Tony a couple of espressos and about 6 biscotti each. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me some Asami's cold brew and a biscotti, and we'll go dunk, and we'll be good to go.
And then I'll get a sidewalk session going as the encore. But that's
totally. The sidewalk session might be before and after. Maybe you bookend the whole.
You want a sidewalk session? You come to the holiday frolic. Believe me, we're going to spend time with a sidewalk session. That's a guarantee. I guarantee. Yeah.
Probably also we talked about the NBA and whoever made the schedule can go F themselves because, dude, I was about to promote. Hey, the Warriors are back at Chase Center. Dude, the Warriors aren't back at Chase Center until next Friday.
No, I know.
Friday. So they're on the road. Dude, they're not there. Not until they host Portland next Friday. Dude, they go at San Antonio, at New Orleans, at Orlando, at Miami, and then they're back. Jesus, dude, 6 games on the road. Wow.
And what is with this 2 games in one city BS? What the hell is this? Like, why do they play in the Spurs again on Friday? Haven't we seen enough? Dude, what else do you want these guys to do? We had to contend with OKC last night. We beat the Spurs tonight. And then some nerd over at the NBA. Hey, let's have them play San Antonio twice while they're down. I mean, I guarantee it was some calculator guy coming up with that one, right? We're going to save $0.3 on gasoline and travel expenses. We'll just keep them there. That's my NBA geek voice. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay.
I like it. Also, Billie Eilish is coming to the Chase Center, but not until the 22nd and 23rd of November. So
I have to wear my hearing aid to hear her because all of her songs to me sound like this. She does that kind of whispering thing. It's like, girl, you got to help me out. I'm deaf. You feel me on that, T? The whisper vibe she does? You know what I mean?
Be honest, my Eilish experience is very limited.
You're fine. You're fine. You carry on. You're fine.
Yeah, I haven't heard much Eilish, but maybe I'll have to brush up on my Eilish.
You better turn it up loud because she's whispering the whole time. She doesn't say it's all whispers. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never been a fan of the whisper unless you're Stephen Piercy talking about rumors. Okay, unless
I-
I really, I'll give
There's
you
a
all.
I'll give you all that, dude. I'll give you all that I can, bro. That's all. That's my kind of whisper.
I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
you only want to tell me rumors.
Dude. And then there's another one. And he whispers again on side 2. Bro, go right in between the eyes. Between the eyes.
Yeah.
He's whispering between the. He's a big whisper guy.
But
Yeah.
then he jumps in. If you give me just one chance, and
100%.
Richard,
Yeah.
dude, and Richard De Leon, great to see your name on the chat. We've talked about this earlier, dude. Yes, Careless Whisper, but the irony of Careless Whisper is there's no whispering in Careless Whisper.
George Michael can do whatever he wants. I got his back 100 times out of 100. I got George's back. Yeah.
Everybody, do yourself a favor and just go Google the Careless Whisper saxophone guy.
Tony,
It's a guy.
wake me up before you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before you go. I don't know. There's something about that I'm going to support. I don't know why. I like it. Yeah.
I'm not planning on going solo.
No, hell no, bro. Hell no. By the way, can you finish the Neil spot, please? We're still in the middle of a Long Bridge pizza spot, Tony. You said you were going to show video. Go to video. Come on,
I
man.
was looking for the Careless Whisper sax.
We got to do that tomorrow, and we also got to do Gary Busey spraying the guys interviewing him tomorrow. We'll bring that on tomorrow. It's just too late. Yeah.
You made me promises. We promise to do bookmarks tomorrow. Okay.
Shout out Pat Benatar. Promises in the dark, Tony. Promises in the blank and dark. Yeah.
Here, let's go. Just some pizza porn for everybody because
What I'm waiting for.
Tomorrow at Long Bridge Pizza, it's Detroit style deep dish. There it is, right there. The Detroit style. They call them the squares.
Look at that.
The Detroit style square pizzas on Thursdays. And let's give them the schedule again, Paulie. They're closed Mondays. Look at that. Look at the crispy crust. The burnt cheese on the sides, man. It's all about the burnt cheese on the sides. But Tuesdays is the smack stack and the why do I always blank on the cheesesteak, Paulie? The
chopped cheese.
Chopped cheese, thank you. The chopped cheese, and then gabagool and chicken parm on Wednesdays. And Neil's working up another type of chicken sandwich that he's trying to figure out. And then Thursdays is the squares, the Detroit styles that you're seeing right there, the pizza porn you're seeing right there. And then any day you can get the great pizzas and great beer and wine right there at Long Bridge Pizza. And go to longbridgepizza.com and order online or order ahead, and then come in and pick up, and you will not regret it.
Thank you, Tony. Kiss me. You won't regret it. And again, just remember when you watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High, if I can teach anybody anything in this life, it's that Cameron Crowe modeled that Mike Damone speech after what Glenn Fry told him. That blew my mind. I can't believe that.
Amazing.
No matter what happens, your toes are still tapping. He was like, that's really good. Yeah. So anyway, isn't that something? Yeah.
It's amazing. Paulie, on the way out of it, how we started the show, we're going to end the show. It's this.
Pelican flight. Come on, Pelican.
And then Stevie B from Santa Barbara.
Pelican flight. Come on, Pelican.
It's not bad, Stevie B. That's not bad. We got to go deeper, me and Stevie B. So do you, Tony. You need a sidewalk session with Stevie B like I had. And maybe Humdinger will bring the bong, okay? Because last time we're all hanging out like gentlemen, all of a sudden a bong is produced. I'm like, whoa, right there on the street. There was a bong. I'm just telling you what happened. Yeah.
I love that. And if we ever are lucky enough to be in the presence of sweet Mad Hatter, who lives in Central Oregon near Eugene, Oregon, if he ever were to bring the leg bong to an event, I feel like it's almost like we all line up down the street and we just all partake in the leg bong. From the Sweet Mad Hatter.
Think about how much smoke can fit in that thing, though. You knock yourself out for a few days. You take a rip off a leg bong. But anyway, Sweet Mad Hatter, we love you, buddy. Dami, Noemi, Stevie B, Patty from Napa, Phil Dawson, Little J. What's up, Little J? Good to see you, man. Effin 901, all of you guys, the Nutter, Phil Dawson, Fareed, Robot Centaur. We love you guys. We'll do it again tomorrow. What's up, Miguel? We'll do it at high noon tomorrow. So, Tony, by the way, hey, Tony, just some on-air business. I'll see you in a minute for the Cron rap thing. Yeah, so I'll see you.
Absolutely, no question, Paulie. And we'll see you tomorrow at high noon. We're going to do bookmarks tomorrow and very excited. But, Paulie, if you just indulge me for a second.
So say good night to the bad guy.
And then give you some Diamond Dave. And then
Business hours are over, baby.
Ooh, that's nice, dude. Nice. It's like the same ending as Help on the Way. Schwabap, flabap. That's nice, dude. That's nice. All right, everybody have a great night. Go Dubs. We'll see him again in San Antonio on Friday. Maybe Kaminga can go pee on the Alamo like Ozzy, just to like reset his calibration or something like that, his brain. Anyway, you guys have a great night, everybody. We will be back tomorrow, high noon. Be there or be a freaking square. Get your sponsorship ideas into pauliespod@gmail.com if you want to sponsor the music segment. We'll see you there on Friday. Tony, adios, amigos, and amigas. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers, y'all.
Also, mark your calendars, December 5th, the PMP Holiday Frolic at Standard Deviant's brand new brewery on Pier 70 in San Francisco, 4 p.m. December 5th. We'll see you tomorrow at high noon, and we'll see you December 5th. Peace, y'all.